Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. The unmissable figure of Jan Koller. No doubt where his strength lies.
No, well, if ever you wanted to show the definition of target man, it's him, the human lighthouse.
And nearer 7 foot than 6.
Yeah, with the right service, he's unplayable.
Oh, sweet feet. He's found a way past. Koller absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Juve! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable.
Oh, give it away! And he's found a way past! And the finish! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
Well, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that's definitely not his best. And he skips past his man. Crosses in it. Takes a shot! And he's gone long.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Beckham. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Oh, shooting chance! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution on the field, number 15.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Nepal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
This is a promising build-up. Nepal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And now the breakaway. Saka. Good driving run. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Beckham has it out wide and in space. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Saka, nicely spread, and he was quick to react. And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Beckham. Can he get on the end of this? Beckham.
Such good technique. Might want to be careful there.
Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly. Impressive jump! Oh, good finish! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Has a look and plays it forward. Pinches it off him. Juve. Oh, easy pickings there. And that is the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So straight into the second half.
Madrid really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Shot a goal!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Distributed tidily. Has a look up. And a header! Gerrard, a picture of focus and alertness. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Beckham receives it in a wide position. Getting up there! And no mistake! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That has been cut short. Scholes. And it's O'Reilly. O'Reilly's bullish header! And another try! And that's in! And they get themselves in front! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Nepal with the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now or try and finish it off? Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Played through into space. Spread neatly. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post.
Madrid really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Messi. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Cross in, looks like a good one. Can he stop it going out? Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started.
Everything here will gravitate towards Jan Koller. He's not the fastest or the most sophisticated, but he holds up play so strongly.
And if you've got him in the side, you're going to play to him.
Very much so. His height just dictates his game.
And it's Baggio. Nicely spread.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Juve tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. And a header!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Bellingham. Quarter of an hour played. This is a promising build-up. Distributed tidily. Spread to the right. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, that's fabulous. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Threads one in. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. And that is a little undercooked.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Some good work on the right flank here. Van Bouten did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to and the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Cafu. Maicon making good progress on the right-hand side. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Beckham. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Maicon. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. Cafu finds himself offside. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Maicon. And it's Beckham.
That's good play from him.
Beckham. Oh, that's fabulous. So, a temporary halt to the action. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Maicon. Totti with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And the pass is intercepted.
Iraq really do like to play the long ball.
And how does that work for them?
Well, you don't want the ball just coming back at you, Peter. You need somebody in there who'll make it stick.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Maicon. 60 minutes played. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Messi gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
It's a wow moment. Now that's the sort of change you don't see every day.
Pass somewhat off target. Played out wide. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Beckham. That's a good foray he's making. Plays a sharp little ball here. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Can he get on the end of this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Played in with purpose.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Cafu. Number 6, Maicon. Number 22, Hullet. Coming on the field, number 11, Bukayo Saka.
Big chance!
Number 21,
Off the post! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Madrid really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He is through here. Produces a cross. Played out towards the right wing.
Iraq can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Saka. Oh, perfectly measured that. Time and again they are repelled.
Added time.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, that's delightful. Flings in across. Van Bouten can clear it away. Bout of passing here, really. And he was there to get a vital. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to
What are
kindly
your thoughts
stay
on today's
seated.
game? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
Everything here will gravitate towards Jan Koller. He's not the fastest or the most sophisticated, but he holds up play so strongly.
And if you've got him in the side, you're going to play to him.
Very much so. His height just dictates his game.
And that was nowhere near his best. Conte threads one in. Varane cuts out the pass. Desai. And it's Rijkaard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Quick look, then plays it in. Cleared without hesitation. And this is Cruyff. And he plays one through. Torres is flagged offside. And it's Rijkaard. Beckham making good progress on the right-hand side. Beckham with the cross.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Terrific effort! Corner number 2 then. Pullet goes short. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pullet. Now it's Torres. He's picked his way through. Now it's Cruyff. And it's Conte. Neither side yet able to find the net. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, this looks sharp. Varane gets over and intercepts. Looking to play him in. Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Koller receives it in a good position here. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. It's bounced back off the post. Oh, what has happened here? Icon. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. And that interception was most necessary. Oh no, what has happened here? Chance, surely! And they've got rid. Taken back almost at once. Madueke. Koller, looking for options for movement. Oh, well played. That's going to go a long way. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played,
There will
well
be
stopped.
1 minute added time.
And it's Beckham. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second
And now,
period, perhaps.
Please turn towards the screen.
So
for
neither
a
side
special
has found a way
presentation
through
featuring
yet.
our guest
It's not a bad
performers
game
today.
by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling.
Madrid are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And he's been shifted off it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckham. Rijkaard. And this is Ronaldo. Space for him to turn and look.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Maicon makes a move down the right. Cross flung in towards the middle. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. Costa Curta venturing down the left. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, played right into his path. And there's the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Ronaldo finds himself offside.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Batistuta. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Stood up well to him there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Baresi with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substitutions taking place.
So we have movement on both benches. Michael conjures time and space where few can. Now the ball in. Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on
So
to
we have
replace
further
him
activity
is
on the bench here.
number
Ibrahimovic
18,
joining us now,
Ibrahimovic.
a player, of course, who needs no introduction.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And time is up. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
And a quick reminder today,
taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
For your cooperation.
So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimates.